Welcome, this is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are doing another My Take on a pattern. This time it is pattern number 50519 from friendshipbracelets.net. And it's another, surprise, surprise, two-color bracelet. But this time they went with black and white. I don't know why they went black and white. Control C. So that was to copy it. Now I Control V to paste it. And of course we need to rotate that because it's not usable really this way. So 90 degrees, and then enlarge it, which I need the little box here to slide to kind of make that go bigger. There we go, scaled. And then, whoops. I hit color balance. I meant to hit layer, to new layer. So now this is sort of floating out there, and I can go and move it wherever. Cool. So black and white. I don't use black and white when I'm filling in patterns because if I need to make corrections or, change out whole things, it messes with my background as well as it messes with our little black lines in here. So we already have a blue pulled up. Let's kind of go with that. We'll grab something for the white in a second. So let's see. We're going to put one of our diamonds right smack dab in the middle here. So that's this bit. And then it's got this that goes outside of it here. Oh, and then it's got a one, it implies that there's even a bigger diamond around all of that. Mind you, cool thing about this one, I did notice over here that all of the strings just go off the edge, kind of like how I would want to do it. So obviously the thing that I most would be concerned with, not going to be a problem here. And 2, 4, 6, yeah, it's a balanced number of colors. So a lot of the stuff that I would normally have trouble with, not going to be a problem. So now this row here just continues outwards like that, right? And then in here, it's one there. It's just these 3 dots. So yeah, these little ones on the edge, they tend to, I don't know, give me the impression like there's more stuff going on than there really is. I don't know why it is that when I look at this, I can barely see the pattern at all. I don't see this up at the top. Like, this is really clear as to what's going on. When I look at this down here, I don't see the bracelet per se, even if I kind of zoom out a bit, I don't see the bracelet. When I do it here, I do see the bracelet. And I don't know if that's just me having done it so frequently with my own designs or quite why that is. But I mean, if you too feel the same way about this, let me know, because I'd be really curious, as well as I don't know, to me it's there's such a difference between the way the pattern lays out here. And it's not just the whole fact that I don't put the arrows in and that the arrows are distracting. It's how close the knots are together and how it shows the pattern and how there's not extra weird stuff on the edges. And I don't know, there's something to it. So this is the outer one. This is the one that goes to the edge. And so then the next one is just the smaller one. right? And then this is the outer part there. So cool. There's not enough room to do a whole nother diamond. Like, okay, I could go, this is this one. This one is the one that sort of comes out both ways and then makes this thing, right? But I'm thinking to make it really cool, we do that. What do you think of that, guys? Um, it'll give us 3 diamonds, 3 of these things in the bracelet. It'll make the whole start sort of that fun little dot thing going on. And that'll be the same at the beginning and the end to it. And yeah, let's fill this in. Actually, this is completely symmetrical both sides. So if I fix this line that we have in the middle, I really technically only have to do one side of this. So talk about cheating. Right, and then this is the one that goes this way. This goes this way. Came off the edge, comes in. This comes back this way. So obviously, I am using my experience to do this as kind of quickly and fun as possible. The pattern itself is really easy and it just lends itself to being able to do these kind of things. So hooray for that. That comes out there. So obviously I'm doing this a little bit more advanced than I typically do, but I kind of want to see it done, and I kind of want to show the fact that it doesn't always have to be really hard. Like this pattern, this is really an easy one, guys. This is going to be quick and easy to make. It's the kind of thing where I think, well, okay, so you still have zigzag knots, you know, so there's a little element of having to know your way around that. But, well, wait, no, it isn't. It doesn't, is it? Yeah, no, even the diamonds, no, it doesn't. Yeah, so this is totally beginner material. No wonder it's like so easy for me. Okay, now remember I was saying that like we don't like to use background colors in case we do stuff? Well, check this out. We know that all the rest of the string is actually the other color. So let's pick another color. Let's go with this sort of gray. Let's go back to our paint tool. And the tool I used here, this is select by color. This lets me select everything that is a particular color with it's got a threshold of 18, which is sort of like how close to that color will it allow to pick up from something else. So now that I have that gray color, I go back to over here to the paint one and I hit fill hole selection, and that will put that color everywhere everything else was. So how quick is that? Mind you, did all of it, right? So now, this is going to be like one of my quickest videos ever. I can grab this quarter of the bracelet, copy and paste it, Control C, Control V, use my flip tool and flip it horizontally. And I can shift that over to the side. And these grid lines let it lock into place. So there, now we've completed the top half. And if we grab now the whole top half, Control C, Control V, I can grab the flip tool, this time flipping it vertically. And I can move that down here. And now I just got to line it up and anchor it. And there's our bracelet. See what I mean about the fact that you can see from the pattern the way that the whole bracelet looks. Am I right? I don't know. I prefer my patterns so much more. So yeah, there you have it. This is going to be a fun one to make. I like the fact that the edges are going to be this sort of almost like a checkerboard or something going on up there. That's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for sticking around. Before I go, I would like to thank my Patreon supporters who make these possible. I couldn't do it without them. I'm going to obviously need some string to make this. Mind you, it probably won't be blue and silver. It'll be whatever colors when I go to the airplane trolley. And so yeah, come back and check it out later on and see what colors we actually went with, because at this point I have no idea. All right. And yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.